You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, when it comes to the trans invasion in women's sports, we have definitely been talking about the sport of track and field. Now, in Oregon, we actually talked about this earlier this spring, if I'm not mistaken, where you actually had not one but two females. They actually finished ahead of a transgender. Okay, I believe they finished third and fourth place, respectively, and a transgender was actually tied for fifth. And the transgender, pretty obvious that this was a male, was actually on the podium right there. And the two girls, they said, nah, this is wrong. We're not gonna stand on this podium. We're gonna go out there and protest. And then they were actually removed from the podium. Now, however, they still placed like third and fourth, and they should have got their medals. But guess what, folks? Oh no, the woke school actually refused to give them their trophy that they rightly deserve, folks. They deserve those trophies because that's where they place. But oh no, because Oregon is woke, this school district is woke, these girls did not actually get a trophy. And guess what, folks? It took a lawsuit, folks, to be filed for them to actually get a trophy, folks. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised, folks? So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Here we go. Right over here. Oregon athlete says she was bullied, denied her medal after refusing to stand beside transgender opponent. Yeah, and her name is Alexa Anderson. Okay. Says when Oregon high school athlete Alexa Anderson refused to take the state championship podium last spring, she knew there would be fallout. She just didn't know how far it would go. The Tigard High School senior had just finished third in the girls' high jump at the Oregon State Championship, or Oregon State Track and Field Championships, I should actually say. She and fourth place finisher Reese Eckert decided to walk away from the podium rather than stand beside a trans-identifying male athlete who tied for fifth. That moment launched a national firestorm, and according to Anderson, months of harassment that followed her through graduation. Yes, she was harassed because she actually stood on her principles, folks. She stood on her principles. Let's go ahead and listen to this clip, guys, of Alexa Anderson right here. Tell everything that happened, guys. Here we go.
I did not receive my medal until recently, but I believe it was sent to AFPI, our lawyers, and then it was presented to me at the Fox Awards show. I did ask after the fact after the medal ceremony concluded, we went into kind of a tunnel that leads you back out to the audience. And I asked one of the officials, hey, are we going to get our medals? And she told me they'd be shipped to our school. And then they were never shipped to my school. Of course, I wanted that medal. I had worked super hard to get to that place where I was on the podium. And I was very proud of how I finished. But also a part of me knew that it was part of the sacrifice that I was making when I stepped off that podium, that there were going to be consequences, and not receiving my medal was one of them. There were people who were calling my school, asking me to be expelled, not allowed to walk at graduation. There were people messaging me personally, just saying horrible things, death threats even. And I did have a lot of support, which I am, of course, grateful for, but it was definitely mixed. There were a lot of people who were kind of shaming me, calling me a bully. That one was really hard because I take bullying very seriously, and it's not something anyone should ever endure. So that one definitely struck home. Also, I had someone just wishing me, like, I hope you die. Your parents are definitely like embarrassed of you. Just stuff like that. That was very deeply personal and definitely hurt. My parents have been so amazing. They told me from the very start, before anything even happened, when I came to them, was like, hey, Oregon is allowing biological men in the women's division. I'm not okay with this. They told me that they had my back from the start. They have been amazing. They've helped me delete every comment that's been negative, just told me, don't believe it. We're proud of you. Other people are proud of you. We're going to get through this.
So the Wokesters in Oregon wished death on this girl because she didn't want a male who was identifying as female in her sport. They wish death upon her, folks. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Look here, it says, she says the medal never arrived. Not in May, not in June, not all summer. Anderson told Fox News Digital that she only received her third place medal after filing a lawsuit against the Oregon School Activities Association, which is now ongoing. Yeah. And even then, the medal was instead sent to her attorneys at the America First Policy Institute. Yeah, they didn't give it directly to her, folks. They did not want her to get the medal that she rightly deserved. But they had no problem giving that fifth place, I guess it was a medal, to the transgender. Now she's being bullied. She's being harassed by these people. Oregon, man, is crazy. I wonder if she's actually around that Portland area. That's what I'm thinking. Probably around the Portland area. Actually, I'm curious now because Tigard High School. Where is this? Tigard High School. But that's in Tigard, Oregon. Is that like a suburb of Portland? It's in Washington County. I wonder if it's in that Portland area. Not really sure. Not really sure. I mean, I'm not too familiar with that area though. Not really familiar with it whatsoever. But still, no high school student, folks, should actually be harassed for this. For standing up for her principles. No woman should actually want a male invading their spaces, invading their sports. But the leftists out there in Oregon, they attacked her. Wished her death. Thought she was a bigot. Hoped she died. This is crazy. It makes absolutely no sense. Wow. They only gave her the medal, folks, when the lawsuit was filed. Hopefully, she actually wins this lawsuit. Definitely seems like she actually should, because Oregon, man, they have been violating Title IX like crazy. Title IX was actually designed to protect women, but leftists are too busy trying to protect men identifying as women. Unbelievable, man. Gonna leave it right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.